wash your hair tight. When I wake up in the morning, my bed has says 4 Like wash your hair tight. Tryna go out tonight. I think I need my bonnet. It's always a kinky conversation, a kinky conversation. But I got that magic.
Welcome back, Kinky Conversations family. We have some new girlfriends on the round table. Hey. We have two powerhouses in film, media, and television. So we start with Brely Evans, but wait. Is it still Evans? Because I know somebody got
I kept my name for the movie and TV stuff. I did. I didn't do the dash. I didn't want to confuse people. I'm still on the rise. People just know my face and not my name just yet. So my husband was like, "You good?"
Secure, man.
Yeah, come on.
Awesome.
Why you married him, huh?
See?
That's right. So you've been on countless movies. Like you said, they know your face. You've been on a lot of shows. And you are natural.
Let me tell you something about being natural. I am so excited to not feel like I have to in every show, every film, every time I go on an interview that somebody's coming at me with a flat iron or coming at me with some tracks to put in my hair. I have had to literally highly suggest my last two characters be of natural, styling. I do believe in protective styles. I wear protective styles most often, and both on my new show that's on right now, it's called Last Call, and I play Joy, and I run this fabulous bar, and it's super funny, and has some great cast members on it. But on that show, I remember when we were, getting set up, and we had the hair and makeup conversation. I was like, and for my hair, I'd like to wear braids, and they were like, well, we don't quite know about that. And I was like, yeah, this is where this needs to be, and for who she is, and for what I need this character to represent in this time, in this moment. I need a little girl walk past her TV and go, her braids like mine. Because, I had the thick braids, and I had to show them pictures of Janet Jackson back on Joe Poetic Justice. I'd be like, this is a thing, And on my current show that we're still filming, doesn't come out till summer 2019, is Ambitions, and I get to wear dreads.
Nice.
And so I just love wearing the protective styles, and it's a crochet style, but I love representing us in a real way.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. So now we're gonna come on over here.
Hello.
Hello. We have Miss Janee Bolden, and that title is like this.
Yeah. So I recently was promoted to Senior Director of Content, Pop Culture Editorial at Interactive One, which basically just means I do editorial strategy for Bossip, Hip Hop Wired, and Global Grind.
Awesome. And what is this on your neck?
So Curl Mob. This is actually my lifestyle brand, and we make merch. So necklaces, hoodies, t-shirts, just to help women embrace natural textured styles and really just to promote the beauty in natural textures and let people know Black hair matters.
Hey, it does. So how has it been as natural women, even when, protective styles, being natural, how has it been with you all working in entertainment? I mean, because that is one of the things. You have to be a size 2, you have to have long straight hair, you have to, they want us all in this little box that we just can't fit in, or our hair can't, but, our hips can't. So let's talk. So how has it been for you guys?
For me, I don't think that it's ever been an issue, the size or the hair. I've been pretty much unapologetically who I am since I was around 18 years old. I started wearing my hair natural. I get little comments every now and then. I get a lot of I don't normally like natural hair, but your hair is really pretty. Yeah.
Thanks.
And then
thanks so much.
Yeah, those type of comments. But for the most part, I think people respond very positively. And then even not being curvy as well, I've only really gotten positive comments about that. Every now and then you'll feel self-conscious, especially working a red carpet or something like that. But for the most part, I think as I've matured, I've really grown to feel as if the only person that I'm really accountable to is myself. So as long as I feel good about me, like that's the important part.
Well, I have to say thank you to people like you, because as I came into this industry being a curvy girl, already not fitting Hollywood's mode, that's all I knew was to go get a weave and to, you know, it was a protective style, but you know, I was still trying to portray this non-kinky, you know, straight, bone straight hair. Right. And so I enjoyed myself, I was doing it, but as I begin to see ladies really embrace our kink, really embrace our natural texture, I begin to be like, well, hold on. Let me see what mine looking like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, you know, when I was able to take those tracks out and take those braids down, I was like, well, I'm kind of cute. It's a little thin, but you cute, but hold on. And so what I love is that now hair has progressed where these companies such as Sapphire Hair Essentials that I represent, they are making wigs and protective styles and dreads and all these things.
In our texture.
Yes. So now your edges can match the hair, for God's sake, Jesus. Yeah. So I'm super excited about that.
There's a real disconnect there for a long time.
For a minute, it was like, baby girl.
Right.
The way them edges and the long
that whole like
top
part,
that don't match, boo.
That's not true.
So I'm really happy when someone brings me a fro wig. Yeah. When someone brings me, you know, says, come on, Brely, we're gonna crochet, like I showed on the show Ambitions, and I'm wearing, and the styles. I have got to give it up to our hair department. Oh my goodness. When you guys see this show, the styles that she puts my dreads in, I said, you got to get an award for this. Do they have a hair award?
Who's the stylist?
So it's run by KINKYCONVERSATIONS. I don't know if you guys know KINKYCONVERSATIONS, but Hair by KINKYCONVERSATIONS. Hey, where the camera's at? And then my personal stylist on set is KDS Styles and Christia. Christia, honey, those hands. I look in the mirror every day like, and then we have to take it down, you know, and do it again the next day.
So are they black?
Yes, we have an entire, but we actually have Jorge. I will not leave you out in the hair department. We do have one Hispanic, but we are of color in that hair and makeup trailer. So the entire hair makeup team is actually of color. So I'm really excited for us to, you know, be portraying what an everyday woman really looks like, not only from the hips, but now to the hair, you know. So yeah.
So how do you go in? Because I know that you said that you put yourself out there and was like, hey, I want to wear braids, and they were like,
it was a bit of a conversation.
Yeah, like how did you get that? How did you even get that boldness to say, you know what, I'm gonna start standing in my truth, right? Because it takes a little bit of that, right? I would imagine. Now, how did you do that?
Well, you know, because when I get a character and I book a role, and I get to see the length of who this person is, and I create their backstory, where they're from, and I do all this work on them. Some of them their character may need to wear a bone straight wig, but these last two, they've been homegirls from around the way, just real regular, living a life that, because what I've called film and television is getting to see the extraordinary times in life in a regular life, right? So when I did my work on each of these characters, both Joy and Rondell Lancaster, they were so real. And I was like, you can't put that thing on this. This got to be authentic. This has got to be
fought for
us. I fought for that. And people were like, now, Brely, well, I don't know. You know, and I love me some Will Packer. Will Packer, thank you for letting me wear my dress. Because you know, there was some conversation about it. And even the hair department, you know, they sent me a couple pictures of what they thought. And I was like, that's nice. However, I was thinking this, you know? So I cannot wait for you guys to see it and wait for you guys to see us tell our stories our way. And so I'm so excited about having that opportunity. And so it even goes with our look. So we have to give it up right now for that Ruth Carter who just came to mind when I talk about our look and her winning the Oscar and everything, right? But celebrating our look. And I mean from every aspect, right?
Because that's what I work in costumes.
Oh, come on, costumes.
I'm excited, like, to see, like, when I get the you know, people's roles and I see like the different sizes. It's not just we got the size 2. I'm seeing 14s. Nice. I saw a 20 the other day. I was like, yes. It's just exciting to see that we're actually representing what's really out here. Yes. Other than the size 0s and 2s, because that's not really.
Just not.
I mean, that's this much, but
it
like the average woman is bigger than a size 2.
Is that challenging though when you have you have to dress people who are a different size, because I have a lot of friends who are stylists, and they always say, like, it's so hard, like, especially even some of the bigger name stars. One of my friends was telling me they were having to customize a lot of pieces for her because they were saying really anything over a size 4 is difficult to dress.
Well, I'm not a stylist per se yet, but we do have like in-house, usually there's like an in-house like seamstress always there. So like you'll get what you want. It might not fit here or here, but send it right to the seamstress and get it to match you. So like that's the best part.
I have to give it up because on Ambitions, a lot of the times I found that the wardrobe department is buying me a bigger size, and then the seamstress come. But what's bomb about that is I come out with a custom piece.
Exactly.
It fits these curves because I'm that girl who is the tiny waist with the big. You know, when I give my measurements, 40, 30, 54, they be like, "How you got a 30 waist on that?" Because if I send my sizes on a email, they be like, "Can you send a picture?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's like that, for real. You know what I'm saying? So, my God, you know? So, I do have to give it up to them. So, it's just fantastic that we're getting to shape media through looking like us. I just love it.
Where do you think the disconnect? I mean, I know that the stories have changed over the years, and I guess they're trying to be more inclusive now. I guess that's why. But when did you see the shift?
I feel like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I mean, for me, I always would look for role models. So like Lyris Cross comes to mind for as far as like plus size women that I always look to for like, that's a beautiful girl. My friend Ivana Fields, she used to model with Ford models. So I always, you know, I looked at her and how she would dress herself, those type of things. But I really feel like the curve movement has been like within the last 4 or 5 years, really, and you only seen what Ashley Graham has been the last.
Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley's been huge. I mean, the fact that she's getting covers and she's getting all these television opportunities. She's on network TV, covering red carpets and stuff like that. That's been great. I just think that Black women really paved the way for it.
Come on now.
And I don't think.
Yeah,
you're right.
Got a thing from us.
Right. Yeah. Black women have paved the way for it, and I don't think that they necessarily are represented as much as they should be, or even uplifted in that way, because everyone acts like Ashley Graham. Oh my God, it's amazing that someone is beautiful and they're over a size. Yeah. Whereas like I was saying, like Lyris to me has really paved the way, or even our music videos. I think we really have uplifted that shape for so long. So I think it's interesting that mainstream culture is just now starting to accept it. But I think it's great, especially with the different designers. It's great to know that you can shop and you can buy some of the same things that you see. Yeah.
Right. Can I say this? I think what happened was men just finally told the truth. That's what happened. Men said, okay, we really like a curvy woman because, you know, don't dog want a bone. Let's keep it all the way real. Like, the men finally said, okay, we give. We like to look at that, but we like to sleep with this. We like to, go out on a date with that, but we want to take you home to mama. Let's keep it real. Once the men in power positions got real with themselves, let her home through. And they kept letting us through. Oh, wait, she kind of funny. Wait, she is cute. You guys, when I got my first sex scene, love scene in film and television, I was like, y'all want to see all this rolling up in a bed? Like, I get a love interest? Like, when Lamont Rucker, I was in, that was in The Man in 3B. I don't know if you guys have seen it. But baby, that was my first on-screen kissing scene, and that's my brother, and I love him, and I love his wife. However, my thing was people aren't used to seeing us get the guy. Yeah. So now it's like I'm getting the guy in shows. I don't know if you saw my Christmas movie, we had a love interest in that. I'm like, let me find out I'm in season. But you know what? I guess this thing happens. It happens with the dark skin and the light skin folks. It's just like, there's seasons for it, but Curvy Girls ain't going nowhere.
Right, but I mean, we've had Queen Latifah. We had Lisa Nicole Carson comes to mind because I always loved her, especially in Jason's Lyric, like how she was just so thick and curvy, and they really let her be sexy in that, and I thought that was amazing as well.
But one in a big old
and she still was like the girlfriend or friend role.
But I'm talking about bringing it to the lead. Those are two lead roles for me.
I think Queen Latifah is like the only one.
Only one?
Yeah.
I love her for that.
And what about natural? What girl has been at the forefront with a natural?
first person comes to mind is Issa Rae. I love that.
My friend Felicia Leatherwood does her hair. Issa Rae.
Nice. Yeah, the natural, like straight up. This is me, and
everything
this is my
about
hair.
her. Yeah, her personality.
So for me, like curly, there's been other people too, like Tia Tamara.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
long time.
Who am I thinking of? Come on, son.
Tracee Ellis Ross.
Tracee Ellis Ross.
Yes.
Why am I? What's her name?
Lark Voorhees, because on Saved by the Bell, Lisa Turtle had the curly hair. Journey Smollett. Who else? Yeah.
We could, because if you think about the curls we're kind of talking about,
what's the movie? Dead Presidents. The girl from Dead Presidents that had the afro.
See, we don't even remember her name.
No,
see, that's my point.
And Boucher Wright.
Let me tell you something.
And Boucher Wright. That's her name.
When
and she was in Zebrahead.
She was in what?
Zebrahead. I'm sorry, I'm giving away my age right now.
Oh, we're like in what? Something else.
Okay.
Kinky Conversations.
It's like
Kinky Conversations.
90s movies.
It's like, what?
It's very difficult to think of women that were not, like we were talking before in another conversation about a character or Black Power. Angela Davis. You know what? When besides Issa Rae, because she's kind of crossed over.
Yeah, she's crossed over. Lupita, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. True. So we have a few.
And there's one I keep.
And they're coming like the past few years, right? It's just starting to
within the
rise.
last few years. Within the last 5 years.
But the fact that we're like struggling.
We are struggling.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Struggle conversation.
But I mean, there was those moments before too. If you think about Diana Ross or some of those, you know, if we have, even if you look at
it was the Glen.
I mean, they all had
Shaka Khan,
but not the straight
Pam Grier with the afros, the blaxploitation movies.
She was kind of she was sexy, but she was like that over the top, you know, like.
But what about like I like her? I like what's her name? I mean, I know that they add hair, but they still are portraying this big natural looking hair. You know,
nothing tops it more than when Viola Davis snatched the wig off.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yes. Girl, go back and watch the episode. When she snatched the wig, it changed for all of us. We said, "Thank you, Viola." Oh yeah. Tell them who y'all.
I love
baby.
Her. Oh my God.
She was like, you know why? Because I can. And look, I didn't lose any beauty when I did it. That part.
But she did it in real life too. Like she showed up on red carpets for the Oscars with her afro. She loves her teeny weeny afro.
Yeah, we kinky and we strong.
Kinky and strong. Yes. We had another segment where we talked about sexy. Yeah. When are we kinky and sexy?
Every day.
Right. Well, I'm thinking television, and I'm trying to go film and television, kinky and sexy, and all I keep coming up with is myself. I don't know.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I know really, but kinky and sexy. Wow.
Why is that such a struggle? Everybody's like,
because it's like all I see is dot, dot, dot.
It's dot, dot. That's what you
But like when I'm natural, I feel sexy, but that don't mean I'm a different person when my hair is straight and when my hair is natural. Like I still feel sexy, but do I look sexy? Like, do you perceive?
You don't feel like you look as sexy when your hair is
No.
natural
I feel sexy. But I'm saying though, like, am I perceived that way? You know?
I don't know, but we got to change that because and that's what the power of. I tell people, they're always, Brely, how do you become an actress? Create your own content. Right. So all I'm hearing from you is that there's a void. And there are some beautiful, talented women and camera people and lights sitting right here that this kinky conversation is now putting out the energy and the positivity toward creating our own content, making kinky sexy. Yeah.
Kinky.
I want to see it.
I want to see it.
I'm going to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's
come on.
Natural.
Y'all almost had
kinky sexy.
She's like, I got one.
But as sad as one, I can name on hands, toes. If you think of long, straight,
or even short,
or wavy.
The short.
Yeah. But
I feel like Naomi has had maybe some campaigns where she's worn some hair that wasn't. Naomi Campbell.
Oh,
she just recently came out with her
She's
kinky
been
hair.
wearing,
recently the little short afro.
Yeah, it's very Whitney. It gives me Whitney Houston vibes.
Whitney was the first one, really. If you think back, like I didn't even think about Whitney.
Beyonce did that too. And what's that movie that she was
Austin
in?
Powers.
Yeah, she was like,
she shook it out and it was like,
and then it was like, but it was really.
It was a character though.
Yeah, I know. But I think
she needs
representation. Representation matters when it's really not there.
It was a moment, right?
It was a quick
moment.
moment.
It
was a quick moment. Yeah, exactly. I ain't letting it go.
Amara La Negra.
Yes.
Love her. I think now she's sexy.
She's
and
very
kinky.
sexy.
Very sexy.
And kinky.
Yeah, Afro-Latina.
Hey, see, there's.
And she's curvy. So
She's
we can check all the boxes, right?
Okay.
We need
We need more than-
La
yes.
Negra right here.
Yeah, we
She needs
do.
to join the conversation.
She would love it.
So it's really crazy though. It's hard to really come up with 10 people. We really need to change that conversation. Y'all.
Agreed.
So we need the people out there, and we need y'all to look at them.
Hey.
We need y'all to join these conversations because they are what's going to determine the kind of content that's going to come to your screen.
That's it.
Yeah, so we need to change the narrative. Yeah, and create more kinky conversations.
Hey.
So what are we going to do to keep this conversation going?
Create content. I feel like it's been okay, Lord, I hear you. So.
And use our platforms, right? Like this is a nice platform, but like you have your own platform. You have your own platform. So when we leave this table, actually take it as an opportunity to go out there and stand in our truth, right? Because I think it's nice to hear that you guys are really kind of doing that from your standpoint. I just love the way that you guys are just standing in it strong and really just paving that way. So we got to continue to do that. And I think we all have a responsibility, whether it's on YouTube, on screen, off screen, you know, all of that. We just need to step into it and feel brave about it. We're doing it here, so why can't we take it out there, right? We all have a mission, but we all need to stand together too. So, you know, that's my suggestion.
So what we challenge you guys out there to do is to create more content, stand in your truth, be bold, be daring, be courageous, and be kinky.
Be sexy.
Yes. Because kinky is sexy.
Come on, man.
Log on for more of the conversations and to see more of these ladies. Log on to KinkyConvos.com. Follow us on Instagram at Kinky Conversation. And as always, stay kinky.
Is the music coming right here?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You need a jam and outro.
Let me find out. I got to do a little song for the show.
For more Kinky Conversations, log on now to www.kinkyconvos.com or on Instagram at Kinky Conversations. Interested in being on the show or showcasing your natural hair products? Use hashtag Kinky Conversations or hashtag Curlfriends. Kinky Conversation.